So what does this mean for Canada and Windsor-Essex specifically? CTV's Sanjay Maru joining us down to break it down for us. Sanjay.
Yes, Stephanie, very important to be clear here that today's decision does not wipe out the tariff pressure on Canada, especially for a border region like Windsor-Essex, because the big ones for us, autos, steel and aluminum, are still in play. And now with the president floating a new 10% global tariff, local business leaders say the message is the same: more uncertainty and cost to the supply chain. Windsor is built around integrated supply chains, parts crossing the border sometimes multiple times before a locally built vehicle is finished. So even with Friday's Supreme Court ruling, local experts say it doesn't mean all clear, not when sector tariffs remain and not when the White House is already signaling a new path for more.
It could be quite serious. A 10% global tariff around the world, that'll definitely send shockwaves in our region, but also around the world, of course.
Some say the Supreme Court's decision to limit the president's use of emergency powers is a step in the right direction.
It shows that other parts of the U.S. government are starting to mobilize in the direction of common sense and order in the world's economy.
But with the tariffs that hit hardest here, including those on autos, steel and aluminum, still in place, Windsor's mayor says the pain is still there.
There are businesses here who've had to front those tariffs in order to continue to sell into their largest market. And what that means, there's been pressure put on people who work here. Business owners have had to make tough decisions which affect the lives of people in our community.
In a statement, Unifor says the most damaging tariffs Canada faces were never imposed under emergency powers in the first place because trade agreement compliant goods were exempt. And with so-called national security tariffs still in place, local business leaders add, this moment is not about cutting ties with the U.S., but expanding Canada's trade options while maintaining its most crucial economic relationship.
It can't be an or situation. We can't have the United States or the rest of the world. It has to be the United States and the rest of the world.
And local leaders say this all adds pressure ahead of the CUSMA review later this year. That's a built-in checkpoint of sorts for changes to the agreement. Mayor Drew Dilkins calling it a chance to restore cross-border trade stability, while Ryan Donnelly of the Chamber warns new U.S. tariff tools make it a critical moment for access to Windsor-Essex's largest market.
Sanjay, ultimately consumers paying the price here.
Yeah, and that's a point that the head of the chamber, Ryan Donnelly, makes, that ultimately, like you said, these tariff costs are being passed on to consumers, so the chaos continues. Another day of it.
And uncertainty. Okay, Sanjay Maru, thank you for this.
Thank you.